Hi everyone, welcome back to 8th standard maths class. In this video, we are going to learn a new chapter. Chapter name is Money Maths. It's a very important chapter. It is very related to your daily life. Okay, you all are familiar with bank, isn't it? Banks. You all are familiar with that. Now, in that bank, we can deposit particular amount, isn't it? By using your account you can deposit amounts, and at the same time we can take loan from the same bank. Okay, now for that amount the bank will give a particular amount as interest. Okay, if it is a loan we have to give a particular amount as interest to the bank. If it is a deposited amount, okay, if we are depositing a particular amount, the bank will give a particular amount as interest to us. Okay, now there is a method to calculate that interest. Okay, in order to calculate that interest there are methods. Two type of interests are there. First one is simple interest. Okay, first one simple interest. This you have already learned in 7th standard. Simple interest. Simple interest means the bank will calculate interest only one time. Okay, for example, if you are depositing a particular amount for 2 years, okay, for 2 years the bank will calculate interest for the complete year. 2 year equation we learn is PNR. Okay, this is the equation we have learned. Here P is the amount, N is the number of years, and R is rate of interest. Okay, a particular rate will be there. Rate of interest like 2%, 3%, like that. Each bank calculate in different rate of interest. Okay, it will different for each bank. Now P is the amount. Okay, N is number of years. If it is a simple interest, the N will be taken as 2. Okay, the whole year consider as N. Okay, only one time the bank will calculate simple interest. Now here in this chapter we are going to learn a new method of interest, that means compound interest. Okay, compound interest. Compound interest means the bank will calculate interest in each and every year. Okay, after 1 year will calculate one interest. Next year that interest will add to this particular amount. That means the amount will increase. Okay, after 1 year itself the bank will calculate interest, and that interest will add to this P. That P will be increased. Then for the second year the bank will calculate again interest will calculate for the new amount. Okay, if it is for 3 year, okay, if we are depositing a particular amount for 3 year, the bank will calculate interest 3 times. Okay, 3 times the bank will calculate interest. Okay, in each these 3 year the amount will different. For the first year amount will be the deposit amount. Suppose if we are depositing 2000 rupees, the bank will calculate interest for the 2000 rupees. Now for the second year, for the first year, if suppose if interest is 200 rupees, that 200 rupees will add to 2000. So the amount will be what? The amount will be 2200. Then for the next year bank will calculate the same interest with this amount 2200. Suppose again if the interest is 2100, sorry, 210, suppose, just example. Okay, if interest is 210 for the second year, again for the at the end of that second year this amount will added to this amount. Okay, interest will add to this amount. That means the total amount up to after second year it will be 2410. Okay, now for the third year the bank will calculate interest for this amount. Okay, in each and every year the bank will calculate interest with the new P. Okay, the P will be increasing each and every year. That is compound interest. Okay, one equation is there, one direct equation is there for that, but now I'm not supposed to say that because that comes in the second section. Okay, in the first section we have to learn directly how we can find. Okay, so Let's move on to problems. This is simple interest, this is compound interest. Okay, for the first section we use the same equation PNR for calculating compound interest. Okay, in the second equation I will give the exact equation for calculating the compound interest. Okay, now let's move on to problems. Page number 90. First question is, Sandeep deposited 25,000 rupees in a bank which pays 8% interest compounded annually. How much would he get back after 2 years? Here in this question, the amount deposited. Okay, Sandeep deposited a particular amount. That amount is what? That amount P equal to 25,000. Okay, this is the amount deposited in the bank. And the rate of interest. First of all, you have to write all the given values. Okay, next is rate of interest. R equal to 8%. This is the rate of interest. Next is number of years, N. After 2 years, okay, question is after 2 years how much he get back, that is the question. So after 2 years means N will be 2 years. Okay, that means 2 times we have to calculate the compound interest, and compounded annually means compound interest we have to find. If it is a simple interest calculating bank, they will specify simple interest. Okay, otherwise they will specify it is compounded annually. Compounded annually means each and every year interest we have to calculate. So first let's define interest for the first year. Okay, 2 times we have to calculate. So first let's find first year interest. So interest for first year equation is what? Same PNR we are using. I told you. Okay. So here let's apply the values. That is equal to P is what? 25,000. So 25,000 into number of year. I told you here we will use number of year as 1. Each and every year we are calculating. So don't put 2 here. Compounded annually means each and every year. That means N will be 1 annually. Okay, now into R, rate of interest is 8%. 8% we will write as 8 by 100. Okay, percentage comes to by 100. Now let's simplify. 20 here, 20 here we can cancel. Now answer is 250 into 8. So 250 into 8, answer is 2000 rupees. Okay, so 2000 rupees is the first year interest. Compound interest for the first year is 2000 rupees. Now we want to calculate next year interest. Okay, so next year interest, in order to calculate next year interest we need what? Next year amount will be what? Okay, cumulative, it is adding. Okay, so next year amount we will we want to find. That means amount. Okay, P we need, then only we can calculate compound interest. So amount for second year. Okay, after 1 year amount is changing. That is what? P plus this first year interest. First year interest, let's note it as P plus I1. That is equal to 25,000 was the first initial amount, plus after 1 year we got interest as 2000 rupees. That 2000 rupees we have to add to the amount. That means total amount comes 27,000. Okay, after adding that interest we got 27,000 as amount. Now let's find what? Compound interest for second year. So interest for second year. Okay, second year equation is the same. Okay, equation is same, only P will change. So P will be what? The new P, that is 27,000, because after 1 year in that bank, that means in that account 27 rupees there. That means for that amount we need to calculate the interest. So 27,000 into N is always 1. Compounded annually means 1. So 1 into rate of interest is the same, 8%. So 8 by 100. This 2020 we can cancel. Next is 270 into 8. When you multiply 270 into 8, you will get the answer as 2160. 2160 rupees. And the question is, what is the amount get back after 2 years. How much amount Sandeep will get after 2 years? Okay, so after 2 years, at the end of 2 years, Sandeep will get amount means this is the interest. At present, how much amount in his account? 27,000. 27,000 and after 2 years 2160 interest. So these two we need to calculate. That is the total amount he will get back after 2 years. So 27,000 plus 2,160. That means 29,160 rupee he will get back after 2 years. Okay, so he deposit 25,000 rupees and after 2 years he will get 29 and 160. That means how much is the compound interest difference is what? 4,900 4,160 is the interest he will get back after 2 years. Okay, so this is a method. Actually easy method is there that I will explain in next section. Okay, so this is first one's answer. Next is question number 2. Thomas took out a loan of 15,000 rupees from a bank which charges 12% interest compounded annually. After 2 years, he paid back 10,000 rupees. To settle the loan, how much should he pay at the end of 3 years? Here in this question, Thomas borrowed a particular amount, took a loan. Okay, that amount is what? 15,000. So here we need to consider P as 15,000. Okay, 15,000 is a amount from a bank which gives 12% interest. 12%. 12% means R is equal to 12%. That means interest rate is 12%. Now here after 2 years he paid 10,000 rupees. Okay, after 2 years he paid 10,000 rupees. Question is, after 3 years how much he have to pay to settle the loan? Okay, so here it is compounded annually. That means for the 3 times 3 year, total 3 year, n is 3 year. After 3 years means n equal to 3 year. 3 times we have to calculate compound interest. Okay, one speciality is after 2 years we have to decrease the amount because 10,000 he paid. Okay, he repay the 10,000 rupees. That means that we have to less from the original amount. At that time we have to calculate interest and amount. Okay, so let's start. First is what? Interest. Interest for first year. First year interest we have to calculate. Equation is what? PNR. That is equal to 15,000 is the amount. 15,000 into 1 into rate of interest is 12%. That is 12 by 100. 2 zeros we can cancel. Okay, so here 150 into 12. That is 1,800. Okay, so 1,800 is the first year interest. Next we have to find amount. Okay, first year interest we got. Now we have to find second year interest. In order to find second year interest we need second year amount. Okay, so amount we need to find. Amount for second year. Okay, so second year amount means first year amount is what? 15,000. So 15,000 plus 1,800. That is 16,800 is the amount for second year. Okay, now we got amount. Then we can find what? Interest. Interest for second year. Second year interest let's find because we got amount here. Equation is the same, PNR. Here the P is what? Interest for second year means P will be amount for second year. That is 16,800 into N is 1. Rate of interest is same, 12 by 100. 2020 we can cancel. So answer is 168 into 12. 168 into 12 answer is 2016. Okay, calculation you can do. 2016 is the interest for second year. Okay, now second year interest we got. Then what will be the amount at the end of the second year? at the end of the second year he paid 10,000 rupees. Okay, he repaid 10,000 rupees. That means at the end of the second year, what is the amount balance that we need to find. Okay, so amount at the end of second year or third year, both are same. Okay, end of second year, that end of second year amount will be in third year starting. So here amount will be second year amount here 16,800. To that amount we have to add this interest. Okay, second year starting amount was 16,800. At the end of the second year we got 2016 as interest. So 2060. So here the answer will be what? 18,816. This is the amount at the end of the second year. For this amount he paid what? 10,000 rupees. Okay, amount he paid is what? Amount paid 10,000. 10,000 rupees he paid for this amount. So the balance amount will be what? Balance will be, from this amount we have to less 10,000 rupees. So 18,816 minus 10,000. That is amount is 8,816. Okay, 8,816 is the present amount. He have to pay 8,816 rupees balance in order to close the loan. Okay, only he paid 10,000. He has to, after 2 years he have to pay 18,860. But at that time the complete amount, he don't have complete amount, that's why he paid only 10,000 rupees. So 8,816 rupees remains there. He has to pay this also, but he will close that loan after 3 years. One more year is there. That means one more year he has to give the interest to the bank. So third year interest also we need to calculate. So interest for third year, same equation PNR. So here interest for third year means P will be amount for third year. Okay, that means the balance amount. Balance amount is what? 8,816 rupees. So 8,816 into 1 into rate of interest 12 by 100. Okay, now when you simplify this, okay, we can simplify using that calculation. That answer will be 1057.92. Try to do the calculations. Okay, first multiply these two, then with divided by 100. So this is the amount. Okay, this is the amount for the interest of third year. Now we have to find the answer, that amount to be paid at the end of the third year. To settle the loan, how much he has to pay to settle the loan. This is the interest, this is the balance amount he has to pay. So total amount to be paid will be what? Amount to be paid. Total amount to be paid will be this amount plus this interest. So 8,816 plus 1057.92. Answer is 9,873.92. This is the amount he has to pay to settle the amount after 3 years, because this more amount he has to pay. For that amount interest is 1,057.92. So these two total is 9,873.92. This is the amount he has to pay to settle the loan. Okay, so this is the second one's answer. Next, question number 3. The simple interest at 5% got for a certain amount after 2 years is 200 rupees. If interest is compounded annually, what would be the interest for same amount at the same rate after 2 years? Here in this question, simple interest is directly given. Okay, in the question itself it is given that simple interest is 200 rupees. Okay, simple interest I equal to 200 rupees is given for the rate of interest. Simple interest rate of interest is 5%, and the number of year is given as 2 years. Okay, now question is, if interest is calculated compounded annually, if interest is compounded annually, then What is the compound interest after 2 years for the same rate of interest and for the same amount? Here, amount is not given, only interest is given. That means from these values, we have to find the amount. Then only we can calculate compound interest. So, for that, we can use the equation I equal to PNR. Okay, now here I we have, that is 200. 200 equal to P we don't know, into N is what? 2. Here we will use N as 2 because it is simple interest. Simple interest means N we can take as given here. So P into 2 into rate of interest is 5%, that is 5 by 100. Okay, now here answer will be P into 5 2s are 10. 10 by 100. Here is 200. Now this 1010 we can cancel from up and down. So the answer will be P into 1 by 10. Take this by 10 to this side. That means 10 come to this side, it will be into, divided by 10 here come to this side, it is into. So 200 into 10 equal to P. That means P will be what? P equal to 200 into 10 is 2000. Okay, so 2000 rupees is the amount. Now we want to calculate compound interest for the 2 years. Okay, P we have, rate of interest is same, number of year 2. 2 year means 2 times we have to calculate. So let's find interest for first year. Okay, interest for first year, compound interest for first year. Compound interest for first year, what will be the equation? PNR, that is P is 2000 into number of year is 1 into rate of interest is 5 by 100. Compounded annually means N will be 1. That is equal to these two zeros we can cancel. So 20 into 5 answer is 100 rupees. Okay, so compound interest for first year is 100 rupees. So second year amount will be what? Amount for second year. In order to calculate interest for second year, we need amount for second year. So amount for second year is, actual amount is 2000, in addition to that interest, that is 2100. 2100 is the amount for second year. Next we have to calculate what? Interest for second year. Interest for second year answer is what? PNR equation. So amount is what? New amount, that is 2100 into number of year is 1, rate of interest is 5 by 100. 20 cancel. 21 into 1 into 5. 21 into 5 is 105. Okay, so 105 is the interest for second year. Okay, interest for second year 105 and interest for first year 100. Question is, what is the total compound interest for 2 year? Total compound interest. So total compound interest will be what? Total compound interest, first compound interest is 100. Second compound interest is 105. So answer will be 205. Okay. Now here just check simple interest. If bank is calculating interest as simple interest was 200. If it is compounded annually, 205 rupees. That means 5 rupees is extra. Compounded annually means 5 rupees is extra. That means which is the best choice for depositing the amount? For depositing in a bank, compound interest calculating bank is better because we will give extra amount. Okay, compound interest calculating bank will be more benefit. Will get more benefit from compound interest calculating bank because amount will be high compared to simple interest. But reverse, that means if we are taking a loan from a particular bank, if you are going to take a loan from a particular bank, you have to choose the simple interest calculating bank because only small amount is enough to pay. Okay, so both are there. For depositing the amount, compound interest calculating bank is better. For taking the loan, simple interest calculating bank is better. Okay, so that's all from this chapter. So it's not chapter, from the first section, only 3 questions there. Now Direct equation is there, that I will give in second section. Okay, direct equation. No need to use all these steps. Within one equation, you can find the answer. Okay, that I will explain. So, hope you understand. Thank you. See you in the next video with the next section.